He has a winning record against Carlos Alcaraz, but has never won a match at Wimbledon. Not many players can say they have a winning record against world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz has already won 7 Grand Slams at just 22 years old, with the Spaniard also the current world number 1. The latest of those came at the Australian Open, with Alcaraz completing the career Grand Slam and becoming the youngest man in history to do so. Although Alcaraz has all of these accolades to his name, he has never beaten one ATP player who has never been ranked inside the top 100, Marco Trungelliti, the ATP player who has a winning record against Carlos Alcaraz. Marco Trungelliti has been a professional tennis player since 2008, making his debut on the ATP Tour at the Croatia Open in 2012. That is coincidentally the same tournament as where Alcaraz won his first ATP title, but they did not actually meet on the main tour. Alcaraz played Trungelliti in their only professional meeting in 2021 at the ATP Challenger Tournament in Gran Canaria. At the time, Alcaraz was just 17 years old, but he was still the top seed at the tournament. After both players won their opening match on the clay of Gran Canaria, Trungelliti would beat Alcaraz 7-6, 5, 6-3 to knock the top seed out of the tournament. Trungelliti would then lose his quarterfinal match, and he has not played Alcaraz ever again. This is largely due to their careers going in very different directions, with Trungelliti never being ranked higher than world number 112. While he has not been able to break into the top 100, Trungelliti has won at least one match at the Australian Open, the French Open and the US Open. The only Grand Slam where Trungelliti has not won a singles match is Wimbledon, having only appeared in the main draw once. After coming through qualifying in 2021, Trungelliti would lose from 2 sets to 1 up against Benjamin Bonzi, and he has not returned to the main draw since then. This is quite a contrast to Alcaraz, who is a 2-time Wimbledon champion and has now won every major title. Trungelliti is now 36 years old, but he is still competing on the ATP Challenger Tour and actually won 3 titles last year. As a result, his current ranking is world number 134, as Trungelliti continues his bid to break into the top 100 at this latter stage in his career. While he may never achieve this goal, no one can take away Trungelliti's winning record against Alcaraz. Why did Marco Trungelliti once criticize Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal? As well as beating Alcaraz, Trungelliti has also made some strong comments about both Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. In an interview with Argentinian newspaper La Nación in 2020, Trungelliti criticized the inequality in tennis for lower-ranked players, calling out both Federer and Nadal for not saying anything to support them, while pointing out that Novak Djokovic had set up the PTPA. I think it is indispensable. People may not like it, but Federer and Nadal never said anything, Trungelliti said at the time. Whether you like it or not, they are complicit in how bad the system is, because they were not able to open their mouths even once and fight for the rights of the players. If they ever did it, it was internally, but it didn't change anything. Only this year the Challengers prizes were changed a little, but they are still embarrassing, when we supposedly came out of the most golden era in the history of tennis. You can't be complicit in the fact that 80 to 100 people make a living from tennis. It's what has always bothered me and will continue to bother me. As players, they can be very good, but as humans trying to improve the system in general, they seem very poor to me. This is what Djokovic and Vasek Pospisil are doing today as well. Plus, all that work at the PTPA takes up time and energy.